From Hawaii up against another Hawaiian in white, Gavin Gillette. The waves have come up. There's offshore conditions. We've been having offshore conditions every day in the morning, and it's no exception today. Very solid swell, a lot of closeout waves, so the surfers are going to be having their work cut out for them, picking some open corners to get some maneuvers in, possibly a good tube ride or something, but it's going to be a great day. We've had 6 days of competition, and it's just been absolutely fantastic here in Acapulco, the Playa Princess, in front of the Fairmont Princess Hotel, the 5-star hotel we're staying at, 3 swimming pools, perfect family vacation. You've got to get down here, very close to the airport. You pretty much take a bus from Mexico City and get dropped off here, or take an airplane from anywhere in the United States. I prefer flying out of Tijuana, but quick flight to Mexico, or you can get a direct one to Acapulco. Don't miss it. Warm water, perfect family destination if you like to surf and have fun, be in warm water, and then there's just a heap of things to do out in the city. And there we go in red. That is Gavin Gillette from Hawaii, off on the first ride of the event this morning. Found a little way with some open face, put a couple maneuvers again into his repertoire there, and he's off to a pretty good start. So Gavin Gillette been surfing it up all week, and you can see the overview, offshore winds, pretty good size waves, and that wave just closing straight out. So wave selection, of course, being really, really important this morning. We're in Heat 1 of the quarterfinals, Quicksilver Surf Open Acapulco. Thanks for joining us. We'll be running the quarterfinals, 4 heats man-on-man, right into the semifinal, 2 heats of man-on-man, and then on to the grand final. We're going to be giving the awards ceremony at about 12, and we are just about 2 hours, I believe, ahead of California time. So you're watching in California, that gives you an idea. We're on Mexico time, Acapulco time. This is one of those events where if you haven't been here, people are going to tell you you should have been there. It's just been packed full of activities. Had a great Roxy party last night, and also a monster after party. People from Heineken also helped out, and just great support from Skull Candy. The night before had a party, and just plenty to do during the day. There's classes for surfing, for stand-up paddleboard. Got a DC skate ramp in back, a Roxy booth, a Quicksilver store, Keep Abreast booth. There's a Save the Turtles booth, and just a lot of stuff going on. We had a BMX, incredible BMX show one of the nights. So just been, just a really, really, really great time. Relaxing, a lot of fun, warm water, great food. I could go on and on. I saw the cliff divers in Acapulco Bay, just beautiful view from up on the old Casablanca Hotel, the original luxury resort from Mexico. We went to the museum on the fort there and learned about the beginning of international trade. Acapulco to the Philippines was a direct link from the New World to the Far East, and just so much history here, Acapulco, and it's worth it. It's one of those trips where you really need to go. If that isn't enough, the next day I went to a mangrove sanctuary. They had a live tiger that was able to be petted. Also got to pet a live jaguar, and then to top it off, petting a crocodile. Putting my head on a crocodile also, using a crocodile as a pillow as it opened its huge jaws. I mean, I never thought I'd do any of that stuff, and there's a lot of stuff available for you on a visit to Acapulco. But we're here right now in the Quicksilver Surf Open Acapulco, largest prize purse in the history of Mexican competition, $100,000, and today there are 8 surfers going to competing for that first prize of $20,000.
$100,000 a repartir. En primer lugar se lleva 20.000. Estamos en ronda de cuartos de final, 2 competidores en el agua solamente. en esta primera batería con dos competidores de Hawái.
That first score of red.
Rojo Taylor y el blanco Gary.
Tanner Hendrickson, I told you was Gavin Gillette. I'm sorry I had the colors reversed. And here goes Tanner Hendrickson, wave number 2. Nice big wave straight up through the top. Lands that maneuver, completes it. Judges looking for critical maneuvers closest to the curl. And he pulled off a nice one there. His first wave opened up his heat with a 1.57. A little bit more selective. Gavin Gillette is in white. I made the mistake telling him he was in red, but red is Tanner Hendrickson. So Tanner Hendrickson, an early lead with 2 waves. 25-minute heats.
Buscando la parte más crítica de la ola, esto es la parte del principio de la ola que es cuando está más parada.
And you can see some of these waves just opening up a little corner there. That's the section that the surfers are needing to get some maneuvers in. Big maneuvers over the week have been some air reverses, scoring very high, and then some very deep barrels. So that wave, last wave of Tanner Hendrickson, a 4.50. So he's going to be building on this early lead. Gavin Gillette now needs to get something going, get a wave on the score on the board, and here goes Tanner Hendrickson one more time, straight up to the top, just really getting these conditions figured out. Tanner Hendrickson, and right behind him, answering right back, there goes Gavin Gillette, his first wave. So Tanner Hendrickson, wave number 3, Gavin Gillette, only one wave, but the heat is starting to take shape here. Tanner Hendrickson in first place with a 1.57, a 4.50, waiting for scores for his third wave to drop in, and we're waiting for the first score for white. Gavin Gillette on his first ride. So once again, welcome to the Quicksilver Surf Open, Acapulco style. What a great city. Wish I'd have come here years ago. I've been here twice now in the last month, and I'm definitely going to come back. The hospitality is absolutely fantastic. It's a little bit off the surf destination map, so the surfers here are eager to make a connection with people from other places, and just to get some exchange in boards and information, and they just want to take you out and show you where the waves are, and you'll really have a great time. So scores in now: red on wave number 3, a 3.0. White, first wave, a 3.57. So white, second place, needing now a 3.94. Red with 2 scores, a 4.50 and a 3.0, is got an early lead. 16 minutes, 42 seconds remaining. Still plenty of time. It's a 25-minute heat. They're 9 minutes down into this heat, and they've already got some pretty good scores up on the board.
Sure. What should I say?
Okay, I'm joined in the booth right now with Johnny Corso, younger brother of Jamil Corso, who got injured early this event before his heat. Older brother is Angelo Losado, cousin is Christian Corso, and so really part of the surfing dynasty from Puerto Escondido. Johnny, how's it going? You been having fun this week?
Yeah, it's been pretty fun this week. Good contest, a lot of money for this one. Good competitors came. I've been having fun watching them.
You've been going to everything. I've seen you at all the parties down by the pool. I mean, just as a little pack of you guys just running around loose and having a great time. Must be fun to hang out with some of your heroes here and just pick up some tips and learn how to surf, and and teach some people also. Have been given any surf lessons?
Yeah, it's fun to be with all the competitors here. I learn a lot surfing.
Who's your favorite surfer?
I don't know. Tanner Hendrickson is one of the good ones, and Manuel Selman. I like their surfing.
And you got a favorite to win this contest?
I don't know. Probably the Costa Rica kid, Carlos Munoz or Tanner.
All right. Well, here goes your guy in red having a look here. Tanner Hendrickson got a nice glassy wave with some open face on his backside. Floats that wave down and lands it pretty good. He's from Hawaii. Have you ever been to Hawaii, Johnny?
No, never. I want to go probably next year with Angelo to the Vulcan Pipe Pro. I would like to go there.
Well, you just live in a pretty special life. What do you think of that wave of Tanner? Think that's going to be one of his keepers? Or?
I don't know. It's only one maneuver, so I don't think that's going to better his 3.
Yeah, well, we're taking the best 2, and that wave comes in as a 2.50. So your dad's been our beach marshal, Big Jam, and your mom's up there checking out the judging. So is there anything that the Corso family's not going to be involved in surfing, or are you guys going to do it all?
I don't know. I'll probably do it all.
Well, they'll have a look there at the some of the competitors. There's Hank Gaskell, who was really surfing great throughout the event. He's sitting with Lee Sedley in red, who's going to be in the next heat. Lee Sedley from Australia, also outstanding performer. We've seen some great surfing conditions all through the week. Have been very consistent. Offshore winds in the morning, glasses off, and then about midday, the onshores come on. So it's really, you can plan your vacation, come down with your family, go out surfing early, come in, have breakfast with the family, and then you got all day to go see the sights, hang by the pool, or whatever you want to do. I mean, what have you been doing, Johnny? What kind of things do they do here?
I don't know. I've been to the pool, surfing, been with Angelo, going around to town, cruising with him, Christian, Naum, and Jamil.
It's all just, regular day in the life of Johnny Corso. 13 years old, wanted to be a pro surfer, and you competed out there. How was that?
Yeah, I competed the first heat of the day. I didn't catch some good ones, we were closing out, but I had fun. First QS in my life.
Yeah, that's quite an experience. So you ready for next year? You gonna be training hard?
Yeah, I want to train hard. Right now that I see the level, I want to train hard, try as hard as to do good next year.
All right. And Jamil, how's Jamil's eye?
Oh, he's doing better. His eye, he got stitches out, but he's doing better every day. Hopefully he do good. I'm going back in the ocean in 1 week.
All right. Well, there's a wave coming in. Let's see in the surf. That one's not going to make it. A wave's really, really difficult to choose a good one. They're just so closed out. This pretty solid swell, long period swell. Beach break conditions usually like a lesser period swell, and so it can get a little bit more peaky, but these guys are some of the best surfers in the world, and they'll make something happen out there. Yesterday we saw some great waves being ridden, and in difficult conditions, that's when experience and ability really come into play. When the waves are good, just about anybody can look good, but when it's not quite, it's a little bit more challenging, like we got today. It makes it difficult. What kind of strategy would you be using, Johnny? Do you try to catch a lot of waves and see what happened, or just kind of sit out there and
I don't know. Today, probably do some maneuvers on the outside, then connect it to the inside. There's some good reforms.
Well, if you study what the judges want to see, they want to get those maneuvers on the outside. The inside reform is not really scoring a lot of points, so it's almost not worth coming all the way in. You want to get your wave on the outside, get your maneuvers in quick while that critical section, and then kick out and try and stay out the back. It's quite a bit of a paddle out. So excuse me, but I want to just give you a little bit of information there.
Yeah, thanks. No problem.
Want to say hello to all your friends out there in Spanish?
Yeah, hola a todos, ¿cómo están por allá en México? Y que estén bien. Y un saludo por allá a todo México.
Dile a ellos algo que estamos practicando ahora.
Ahorita estamos haciendo el live webcast para todos los que quieren ver un torneo muy bueno de mucho dinero.
¿Y cuánto dinero? ¿Y cuál es el nombre?
Pues es Quicksilver Pro 2012, primer Open abierto de surfing.
¿Sabes cuánto es el valor total de premiación?
No sé.
Es $100,000, hombre, es la mayor premiación de todos los tiempos en la historia de surf de México.
Sí,
Es la primera cosa que llegando a la playa, ¿cuánto dinero voy a ganar, no?
sí, todos quieren ganarse dinero.
Sí, el premio por primer lugar es ¿cuánto? ¿20,000?
Creo que sí.
Ok. Los detalles que tiene que entender, ¿no? Si quieres ser profesional, tiene que ganar un buen sueldo.
Sí.
¿Y cómo es la vida en Puerto?
Pues es un pueblo chiquito, surfeas, comes, te relajas en la casa. No hay tanto que hacer, pero puedo estar con mis amigos, mi familia, ahí platicando y divirtiéndonos allá.
Qué bien. Well, we're just another overview of the competitors' area. The crowds haven't come down too early. I think that monster party probably went on till the wee hours of the morning. Out in the water, Tanner Hendrickson in the lead with a 4.50 and a 3.0. In second place with only one wave being ridden, Gavin Gillette, a 3.57, so he needs a 3.94 to take over the lead. We're down to 8 minutes, 28 seconds, so not a lot of waves being ridden out there. Surfers needing to be really selective. Right there we got a view of Big Jim, Johnny's dad. He's up there, our beach marshal, making sure that everybody gets their correct lycras and that they turn them right back in and doing all the things, being the interfacing person between the surfers and the staff up here. If any questions the surfers want to know, they go ask Big Jim, and he gives them the information they need. Out in the water, Tanner Hendrickson in red now. Nice, solid maneuver. He lands that. That's the kind of stuff that the judges want to see in these conditions. If you can at least get one maneuver right quickly and land it, it's going to be worth, up there in the high threes. So hopefully that's going to help his 3.0 wave that he is holding on to and is able to discard. Right behind him, answering right back, Gavin Gillette in white, also from Hawaii, setting up for a maneuver, and that's surprising. He's having kind of a slow start. Gavin Gillette, a great surfer from Hawaii, as is Tanner Hendrickson. Both surfers. It's kind of similar conditions to what they might be seeing over in Diamond Head, south shore of Hawaii. But most of the waves over there are reef breaks, and we have a sand break, meaning there is no solid place. There's a view of Leigh Sedley focusing for his next heat. He's from Australia, our lone Australian remaining in the event. He will be up against in the next heat Michael Powell from the United States. So I'm sorry, that is Colin Moran. Colin Moran from the United States. He's going to be up against Michael Powell from the United States. Will be in white.
Okay, next one, is a 3.87.
Okay, there you go, Johnny. Thought it would be in a good one maneuver, but high threes, a 3.87. So that'll be a keeper for Tanner Hendrickson, and the last wave of white, Gavin Gillette with a 3.80. So Gavin Gillette still in second place, needing a 4.57. This is a man-on-man heat. We're in the quarterfinals, and this is where it all gets pretty exciting. Fifth place is going to go home with 422 points towards their mission of qualifying on the World Tour. And these guys, being Hawaiians, need the points to get into the Pipeline Pro, where they only take the top-rated Hawaiians. So really important on two levels. They'd like to win this contest, take home some money, but also those valuable points.
Viene, le pega un buen bandazo arriba, el competidor en color rojo, Tanner Hendrickson. Y ahí va ya Jorge en color rojo para la siguiente batería.
Fifth place is also going to be going home with $2,500. So not a bad payday for a week of surfing. $2,500. What would you do with that, Johnny, put in your travel fund?
I don't know. We'll go travel to new places.
And where's on your list? Hawaii with Angelo in the winter?
Yeah, Hawaii, Indonesia, those towns.
And that's funny because you live in one of the best waves, right in front of one of the best waves in the entire world, Puerto Escondido. But that travel bug gets into anybody, no matter where you live. Sun hasn't quite come out, still some shade on the beach, but the people are starting to show up. I think they figured out by now that there's some pretty good action early on in the day, and here goes Gavin Gillette, setting himself up, throws some big spray, sets up one more vertical maneuver, finishes it off nicely and lands it into the whitewater. And there is a replay. So we watched that 2 times, and you know, we're just it's our first webcast here. Our team from Mexico City doing a great job, and that's our first replay of the entire event. That was great. We're getting better and better every day. Would appreciate your comments out there if you're watching. We're trying to do our best. I know hasn't been 100% all the way, but we've been bringing you portions and doing the best we can. And now we've got instant replay. So next year, 2013, we're up to speed, and we're going to, with the governor's coming down, the governor of the state of Guerrero, and he has told me that next year the plan is to have a 6-star event here in Princess Beach. So, exciting news. We are really excited about that. Tanner Hendrickson, last wave, a 4.57. Gavin Gillette, a 4.33. So they've been building on their scores. Each wave getting a little bit better than the wave before. But Tanner Hendrickson's is holding on to the lead. He got an early lead. Started out the heat early, and Gavin Gillette just playing catch-up all the rest of the time. We're down to 2 minutes, 34 seconds. Still within reach. Gavin Gillette needing only a 4.73. His last wave was a 4.33. So just from what I've been looking at, Gavin Gillette needs to get a big maneuver right off the bat and then finish it up. Out the water, we've got a surfer. That is Gavin Gillette. He's in second place, got a nice wave. Let's see what he can do. Can't quite hold on. Goes for that big floater re-entry there, and there's a replay. Banks it nicely off that whitewater section, and there goes red. Tanner Hendrickson, our heat leader, one of your favorites, Johnny, finishing off that wave nicely. He's been in control. We watched the replay. Big bottom turn, carving cut back there, roundhouse cut back, sets it up, banks it cleanly off the whitewater, lands it, still got a little bit more momentum. We're down to 1 minute 37 seconds. That's going to be another nice score for Tanner Hendrickson. It looks like he is going to be moving on. Gavin Gillette with 1.5 minutes to pull something out of the hat here and go on into the semifinal round. So what do you think? You think you can do it? The conditions are pretty tricky out there. He's going to have some luck. What do you think, Johnny?
I don't know. It's hard. He's going to have to get some good one with a barrel probably on it, or get some maneuvers. One lot open on him.
Yeah, we haven't seen a barrel so far, but that would be definitely probably do it. He'd have to get deep, and he'd have to come out, but that's the risk that is going to be required right now. Although 4.74 is still well within reach. We're down to 45 seconds. Last wave a red of 4.20. So Tanner Hendrickson just really has this situation figured out in the water right now. Down to 30 seconds. Heat winding down. It's a nail biter here for Gavin Gillette. He needs for a good wave to come through. Most of the waves have been closing out. So let's see what he can do. We're getting ready for the countdown. Tanner Hendrickson's got a little insider just to bring him all the way into the beach, take the attention of the judges off of white. And here goes the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, that's going to do it. Unfortunately, Gavin Gillette not getting the score he needed in the last. From Hawaii up against another Hawaiian in white, Gavin Gillette. The waves have come up. There's offshore conditions. We've been having offshore conditions every day in the morning, and it's no exception today. Very solid swell, a lot of closeout waves, so the surfers are going to be having their work cut out for them, picking some open corners to get some maneuvers in, possibly a good tube ride or something, but it's going to be a great day. We've had 6 days of competition. In the city, and there we go in red. That is Gavin Gillette from Hawaii, off on the first ride of the event this morning. Found a little way with some open face, put a couple maneuvers again into his repertoire there, and he's off to a pretty good start. So Gavin Gillette been surfing it up all week, and you can see the overview, offshore winds, pretty good size waves, and that wave just closing straight out. So wave selection, of course, being really, really important this morning. We're in Heat 1 of the quarterfinals, Quicksilver Surf Open, Acapulco. Thanks for joining us. We'll be running the quarterfinals, 4 heats man-on-man, right into the semifinal, and it's just been absolutely fantastic here in Acapulco, the Playa Princess, in front of the Fairmont Princess Hotel, the 5-star hotel we're staying at, 3 swimming pools, perfect family vacation. You've got to get down here, very close to the airport. You pretty much take a bus from Mexico City and get dropped off here, or take an airplane from anywhere in the United States. I prefer flying out of Tijuana, but quick flight to Mexico, or you can get a direct one to Acapulco. Don't miss it. Warm water, perfect family destination if you like to surf and have fun, be in warm water, and then there's just a heap of things to do out. 2 heats of man-on-man, and then on to the grand final. We're going to be giving the awards ceremony at about 12, and we are just about 2 hours, I believe, ahead of California time. So you're watching in California, that gives you an idea. We're on Mexico time, Acapulco time. This is one of those events where if you haven't been here, people are going to tell you you should have been there. It's just been packed full of activities. Had a great Roxy party last night, and also a monster after party.